A disorderly person is characterized as someone whose actions disturb public peace, safety, or order. This includes behaviors such as fighting, making excessive noise, using offensive language, or blocking traffic. Judge Middleton straight up tells this woman that what she did was the essence of a disorderly person. What do you think?
Ticket on February 2nd, but they didn't file it with the court until February 10th. So I looked for it, but it hadn't yet made it into the system. It's another Three Rivers disorderly person ticket. It's alleged that on February the 2nd, you were a disorderly person in Three Rivers. We took care of several of these the last time you were here. I gave you a couple of days in jail and you had to go deal with Judge Stutzman. I looked at your circuit court records. It appears Judge Stutzman canceled your bond and you're set for sentencing sometime in March. And then you have another case pending. Does that sound right? Yes?
Yes.
Well, Mr. George, the Three Rivers City Attorney, said, well, this was a separate incident, but we would not object to time served. So let's talk about this.
So can I ask you a question?
Yes.
When I go get sentenced on March 14th for that case, the case that's pending, I'm still on bond for though, right?
Say that again?
Am I still on bond for the case?
No, judge canceled your bond.
So when I go get sentenced, I got to get another bond for the other case?
Well, you're not going to get a bond. If he may sentence you, you got two cases in circuit court. You got one that is set for sentence in March and another one that's got a status conference pending. But once you plead guilty, you're no longer entitled to a bond. They can leave it. But once you entered a plea, Judge Stutzman canceled your bond. So even if you have $1 million, you can't get out.
So he's going to sentence me on the 14th and I can go?
Well, I don't know what he's going to do with you on the 14th. He might send you to the probation center. He might put you in a treatment program. He might send you to jail. But I don't know enough about those cases to know what he's going to do.
But hypothetically saying he gives me time served, I can go then?
Well, I'm going to give you time served if you plead to this.
Okay.
But I don't know what Judge Stutzman is going to do in March. I just looked at it this morning.
Yeah.
I wish we could have taken care of this when you were here the last time.
Right. Because I was sleeping good, Judge Middleton.
Your Honor?
Yes?
Do you know whether or not in the pending case in circuit court that she has a bond for that or not?
Well, I can look.
tell?
It doesn't matter. If she has,
I know, but it might need to be canceled at some point, otherwise she won't accrue any.
Yeah,
time.
let's take a look.
I don't want to accrue any time. I don't want it to be canceled.
All right, that's fine. So, all right. Well, anyway, are you willing to plead to this disorderly person charge? You got 16 days in jail. I'm going to give you 16 days credit, 16 days.
That works.
All right. Anybody threaten you to do that?
No.
Promise you anything?
No.
Do you understand you're going to give up all the rights on that advice or right sheet if you plead to this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened on this particular day? I can't tell. It was.
I was at Pizza.
All right.
And I was yelling.
What were you mad about?
Because they won't let me use the phone.
What's that? Oh.
I didn't pay my phone bill. I didn't have money to pay my phone bill. And so I went over there to use the phone so I could get a ride out of Three Rivers to Kalamazoo Zoo, and they wouldn't let me use the phone. So when they called the police, I was yelling, and while the police was there, I told the girl to shut the F up, and he said, "You're disorderly." And so he carried off.
Well, that's the essence of disorderly right there. So, as I said, we knew this was out there, Mr. George and I both, when I saw you last, but I don't know what happened. It hadn't made it all the way into the system. That's under Three Rivers Ordinance 029112. 16 days credit, 16 days, $125 or 2 additional days with the time you're already doing. So this isn't going to result in any additional jail time. And your matter is set for sentencing in front of Judge Stutzman in March, but you have another case that's still pending. And that's the one you don't want him to cancel the bond in that.
Right.
All right. Well, you're good to go.